Are you the Black Wind Bandits?
I could have dished out a worse punishment on them. You wouldn't believe how pathetic they were, screaming and begging for me to spare them. I was expecting a little more from Rank A adventurers. Being weak doesn't make someone bad. They learned that lesson the hard way. Wouldn't you agree?
The hero of Deramis, Toya Kanzaki!
And I'm Satsuna Shiga.
Nana Mizuoka.
Miyabi Koramiya.
We protect the people from thugs like you. When evil takes root, we'll be there to deliver justice. Black Wind Bandits, we will defeat you and bring peace back to this land. Hey, what's so funny?
You are. You're gonna need to get a lot stronger first, you runt.
You bastard!
Calm down. He's teasing you.
I know. How about a game?
A game? What kind?
Just a test of strength. Me on one side, you four on the other. To make things interesting, the loser grants the winner any one wish. So, how about it?
But our team has the clear advantage.
This guy is out of his mind.
We'd be cowards to accept that! I'll fight you one-on-one.
No, Toya.
Why not?
Trust me, those are fair odds. Something's off here. You have to let us help you.
Even so...
We should be careful. I don't know how much magical power he has, but I have a feeling it's probably more than me.
Kanzaki, we need to work together if we're going to defeat him.
Nana... Miyabi... Fine. We accept the terms. Let's do this!
Here you go.
Much appreciated, Gerard.
What do you know? So far, everything's going according to plan.
Once you win, you can use your wish, requesting the heroes to testify against the Black Wind. Then Tristan can't protect Kristoff and the others from punishment. That's my best guess. Am I correct?
You've got it. Luckily, this kid is an idiot.
Still, though, going to the trouble of posing as the head of a criminal group just so you can fight them shows you're a real, what was it?
A battle junkie!
Yeah, that's what it was.
Guys, focus. Bottom line, we need them to be serious, or there's no point.
Yeah, fine. But how come you didn't give anyone else the chance to fight them, huh?
You got to beat up some bandits on the way here, didn't you?
I've got to make up for lost time, you know.
Ethel, fetch the basket.
Right. Here you go. Hope you enjoy. Looks tasty, whatever it is.
I won't need any help this time, so you guys can just relax and eat.
I agree with Sarah here. The idea of you fighting them all by yourself doesn't sit well with me.
You're worried?
It's true they're at a lower level than you, but you're facing them all at the same time. You're not a frontline fighter. It's too dangerous to take on the four of them without anyone watching your back.
On top of that, each of them seems to possess some kind of strange, unique skill.
I get what you're saying, but I have to do this. I'm weak against groups, and part of the goal is to test solutions.
So you'll be using that thing?
Yep, I call it the Skill Eater. We'll see how it handles.
Look at him over there gloating, that awful villain. We can't be beaten by the leader of a gang that kidnaps people, steals, and tortures, even if it means sacrificing ourselves. Prepare for battle, everyone! Light Fairy! Lend me your power!
Wind Fairy! Come to my aid! I'm counting on you! Water Fairy!
You'll help me out a little, Dark Fairy.
So those are the fairy's great skills. Interesting.
Here I come! Ready, Black Wind?
You're assuming that I'm a caster, so you thought you'd try and get close. That's not a bad plan.
Radiant Blast!
If he's a caster, it doesn't make sense for him to close the gap. Is he insane?
Come on out, loony!
That's a dragon!
Do your flame breath!
Sonic Accelerate!
So fast!
He's using agility buffing spells?
Nice move. Think I'll borrow it.
Skill Eater!
So that's the power of the new item he made from Victor's armor. He's outdone himself this time.
A glove that copies an enemy's technique just by touching them. Skill Eater. He's got one on each hand, meaning he can copy up to two at once.
but whenever he steals an additional skill, he loses the old one he had acquired.
Thanks for parallel thinking. I'll be keeping it for a while. Should be a big help.
It's not fair. He can even copy someone's unique skill.
Ah, you never told us. What precisely did you end up lending him?
Well, just wait and see.
Get away from me, Ippy, you monster! What? Hold still!
Ippy, are you okay?
Light heal, mend! Say something!
Not cool. That bandit made me dirty.
You villain! What have you done to her?
Who, me? I didn't do anything.
Tend to me, Ippy, and make sure she's okay. Setsuna, protect them!
No, wait!
Leave it to me! This degenerate is all mine!
Your team was your one advantage, and you gave it up without knowing how strong I am! And tell me, how are you expecting to win?
Shut up! I know this much. I'm better with a sword than you are!
I'd better train more with blades if I want to keep up with them.
You can't use magic! Not at this range!
Good thinking! Guess I'll just have to use this instead! I'm not done.
You're too slow!
What the? You're kidding me! Toya's swordmanship skill is rank S, but this guy's using his fists!
So, that's what you lent him.
Yup. Nothing much, just my rank S martial arts skill.
Damn you!
You can't handle this on your own!
She's jumping in too. Adamantine Rampart!
If I remember right, that's the one above Earthen Rampart.
It'd take me a few punches in order to break through, not saying something. Hey, what kind of meat is this in the middle part?
You're up!
Right! I'll use my Zantetsukan!
One hit? That was all it took her?
Must be her unique skill. If it can cut through anything, no matter the level or hardness, it's quite the threat, even for someone as tough as the king.
This fight just got dangerous.
Impossible!
Get behind me!
Kazuki! Setsuna!
Are you okay?
Yeah,
You're hurt? I'll use a light heal.
it's nothing, only a scratch.
You're sure?
If I die, it will be while defeating the Demon King, fulfilling my duty. I will save this world and restore peace. I can't be a hero if I can't beat him by myself! You hit me.
Just once. Try and think about yourself, righteous idiot!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You're crying.
That day, we were in the classroom, then our lives changed forever. Out of nowhere, a magic circle appeared on the floor. We had a shared vision. A goddess appeared. When we woke up, we found ourselves in the Daramus Great Cathedral.
Welcome, dear heroes. I am Colette Daramilius, a priestess of this land, and the one who summoned you all here. I know you have questions, but please listen to me first.
I was so scared of this new world, at least initially. But I made it this far because the four of us were always together. And here you are acting like that doesn't even matter!
I'm sorry.
The truth is, we all feel the same as she does. Don't carry the weight by yourself. No one wants that for you.
Nana,
Our full power takes all of us. Remember, we're a team.
you're right.
We all know you're strong. You're righteous and worthy of being called a hero. But that isn't enough. This is our quest as much as it is yours. You're going to need the three of us there by your side, or you'll never win this fight. You're not the only hero. Take a step back and think before acting.
Setsuna. Everyone. Sorry. I wasn't thinking straight back there. Together, we'll take this jerk down!
So what? Did you get things sorted out?
That's right. We're ready.
Good.
Using a light fairy to blind him, huh?
Very clever.
Guess fairies don't show up on detect presence. Impressive how they're able to get one close without me even noticing. Seems like the four of them are adapting.
Crossbow strike! Felony crush!
Looks like the ice has caught me in place. And what's this weight I'm feeling? Some kind of air pressure?
Descends now!
You can't dodge anymore! Watch out, Kelvin!
Left detonation!
Did he really just self-destruct? Without the Life Fairy shield, that could have killed me! Setsuna, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. Without my Heaven's Walk skill that lets me move in midair and the speed boost from my Wind Fairy, I wouldn't have lived.
Hold on! We're coming!
Can't tell through the smoke, but I'd like to think that did some damage to him, too.
Blind cure.
He used a white magic spell to help restore his vision.
Such an excellent example of teamwork. You had me scared for a second there.
He's completely unharmed?
Somehow he was able to explode the ground from under him, canceling out my frostbound attack.
There's no way I'm gonna end our little game with my own technique. Did you honestly think I could control it? Now then, the two of you hiding in the back.
Who? Us?
After casting all those debuff spells, it would have been nice if you'd followed up with some more attacks.
That's twice now you've embarrassed me.
Hey, hold a grudge if you want. You with the ponytail. You should be trying to work Heaven's Walk into your attacks. As of right now, they're too easy to predict. You've got dual wield. Were you ever planning on using it, though?
How? Appraising eye? Of course. Fine, I'll show you. Honestly, I never dreamed a bandit would prove to be such a challenge. Congratulations! You've earned my fire! I won't hold back! Holy Sword will! Reveal your true form!
That moron's never going to change. In that case, hey Toya, you can count on me.
Same goes for me! Frozen Temple, arise!
Another ice spell?
Sorry about this! It's the most powerful spell I have in my whole arsenal! As long as you're stuck inside, your body will be frozen stiff with no way to break free! And forget about using assist magic!
I see. I can struggle a little bit, but I can't fight. And that assist canceller is a problem, too.
You'll pay for all the years of shame I've endured. Come, brave Death Ogre.
I'm pretty sure today's the first time we've met.
Hey, Kelvin! Are you in trouble there? If you want some help, just say the word.
Please, don't you have a tiny bit more faith in me?
Gloom Lancer.
Fire!
And here I thought this fight wasn't going to be any fun. Wake up! Adamantine Guardian!
Are those golems?
Delay them! 30 seconds! I didn't count on this frozen temple preventing me from moving. I've never tried this before, but still, I have to go for it. Sharp Sharpen your senses. Steady your breathing.
Looks like he's gearing up to make his big play.
Yeah, that's probably why he copied parallel thought from the girl. This should be good.
Impossible.
Maybe?
I think he's making something.
Any idea what that could be?
A brand new spell.
Before I cast this thing, I have to create each of the incantations I need from scratch. Normally, the forging requires several difficult steps, including creating precise mental images and very specific material. Needless to say, it's extremely complex and time-consuming. But with parallel thought, I can do all of that at once and at hyperspeed. Also,
Hurry up and stop him, Setsuna! He's getting ready to cast a new spell! Roger! What's up, Tentacon? There!
creation complete.
Radiant Crossfire!
He managed to escape the frozen temple? How do you know you have to break the ice pillars all at once?
I can analyze anything with my appraising eye, and your magic is no exception. Before you were even finished explaining how the spell worked, I had my answer.
It's not over!
You do have the best combat sense out of anyone in the party. See? You're already working Heaven's Walk into your attacks.
Got that right!
So what? I'm still way faster than you are!
Don't let your guard down.
Man, this great Death Ogre. What incredible power. And she put status effect inducing black magic on it. It's a risky move, but... all of them are far weaker than Sarah's.
Hazuki! Hit him with everything you've got while I defend you!
Nana, wait a second!
Icicle shield! Lend us your protection now!
Who knew? This girl's endurance is right on par with Sarah's. But still...
Glory Sanctuary!
that barrier's capable of temporarily sealing a rank S demon. Sorry, you're not strong enough to break it yet.
Hyper Impact! How dare you hurt my friends? I'll kill you, bastard!
You're a bit of a disappointment, though.
Screw you! You've got the strength to change the world, and this is how you use it!
I will say this. You've got heart. You think how a hero's supposed to. But don't force your ideals on me. If you want to make real change, then I recommend you get stronger. If that's too complicated, just lie there and whine.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wait till you try them! My mom makes the best stews ever!
Oh, yeah? I don't know. Our Ethel's a pretty good chef, too.
I've heard these voices somewhere before.
You're awake.
It's about time.
You had us all worried.
What happened?
I still think nothing's better than my mom's cooking. But if you want, we can compare them and find out which one's more delicious!
Scumbag, get away from her!
Oh, you're up. And loud as ever.
Keep your filthy hands off that girl!
I'm not touching her. Look, you idiot.
A slime? Wait a minute. It belongs to the adventurers who rescued them.
I believe you've already met. This is my slime Clotho.
Wait, yours? Then you're the ones who came in ahead of us?
That's right, mister! The 5 of them got here and rescued us before you and your friends showed up!
Yeah, we kinda played you. Sorry about that. I'm an adventurer that goes by Kelvin.
It can't be. If that's true, you had us completely fooled from the moment we arrived.
Well, Kelvin went to a lot of trouble to make sure you guys wouldn't catch on.
Sarah! Shh, shh, shh.
But if you knew who we were, then what was the point of us fighting you? We could have just talked like civilized people!
You should be trying to work Heaven's Walk into your attacks. And were you even planning on using your dual-wielding skill?
That means...
It's like we're all back in school. That fight was a lesson.
Calvin! The victory's yours! You're a better fighter, no, a better person than we are! I beg you, please forgive me!
There's no sense in worrying about the past. Anyway, as long as you'll grant my wish like we agreed to before our match, I'll call it even.
Yes, of course! Ask! I'll gladly endure any trial! Name it, No, teacher!
Well then, you better strip down. And fast.
Huh?
Bye, mister! See you around! Good luck!
And thank you for everything you've done for us.
The guild's handling things. They'll be returned to their home, as will any others that were taken by the Black Wind. We'll work closely with Taraj in hopes of identifying those who were kidnapped.
What a relief.
With Kristoff and the rest of the Black Wind captured, we'll begin questioning them about their involvement with Triton.
Grateful for your help. Thank you.
No, thank you. We're in your debt. I wish we could repay you. So tell me, Kelvin, where are you headed off to next?
To watch a fun little game. Well, fun for me at least.
Damn it! It's too squishy to cut through!
You don't say.
You'll want to be careful. It's storing up electricity.
Miyabi, Nana, you guys keep an eye on what's going on too. If the folks at the front can't make a quick retreat, turn the water to ice. Use that to overcome its natural advantage.
I'll do just that!
A natural advantage.
By the way, Kelvin, why are you bothering to train them?
Because, well, you know, no real specific reason. Melfina chose them. Maybe I feel like we owe them something. And they're from my home.
I was convinced you were raising their levels so you could have a rematch.
Actually, yeah, let's go with that answer.
Only if you let me join next time.
We did it! We slayed the beast!
Okay, let's break for food.
I have a nice lunch ready for everybody if you're feeling hungry.
I could eat it all in one go!
Thank you for feeding us.
Hooray!
Must stress eat.
You've got to be more
Like BAM! Or a POW! Or throw in a thwack for good measure!
You lost me. Be more what?
Sarah, do me a favor and fish.
Here you go. I'll take one over here.
More like 2 of them, actually.
So, what were we talking about?
With the Demon King revived, the dungeon bosses have become even stronger.
Oh yeah, Colette did mention that to us.
Wait, Colette? She's...
The Daramis priestess.
Yep, the one responsible for summoning us into this world. The whole experience was so surreal, we were confused when it happened. I was talking to the 3 of them in the classroom at school when a magic circle appeared on the floor and everything went black. Then suddenly, the goddess appeared.
Next thing we knew, we found ourselves waking up inside the Daramis Cathedral.
So you were teleported. I see. Toya, if your team struggles against an Octogigant, what will you do against the rank S dungeon boss?
I realize we're not strong enough to win yet, we'll run.
Hope you've still got an appetite, because I fished us up something big!
Who dare step foot in my cave and disturb my slumber?
Rankus!
A boss!
Are you sure? You can always run, but those who live around here will suffer.
I'll start off with a BAM! Followed by a POW! Pow!
No more getting into reckless battles. I won't let my party die for nothing. I may get called a disgrace, but I'll train and come up with a plan for our safety. Then we'll win.
You all passed. Don't forget what you said, because I won't. Okay, time to get some after-lunch exercise.
Me too! Yeah!
You just received permission to leave port? In a rush to go?
Actually, we were supposed to start our journey back several days ago. Also, I believe we may have caused you and your friends more than enough trouble.
You didn't inconvenience us, I assure you. Take these, a parting gift.
You got us all pendants?
Yeah, made them myself. Think of them as good luck charms.
My teacher, no, Kelvin. Thank you, and all of you. I can promise, the next time we meet, we'll be much stronger.
I'll be counting on your leadership, Toya.
Those adventurers were the stuff of legends. They downed a rank S dungeon boss like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if I'll be like that one day.
Something wrong? You seem pensive.
Nah, say Gerard. Your home was called Alcarl, right? And it was the Lysia Empire on the western continent that destroyed it?
Yes, my king.
If we picked a fight with them now, do you think we'd have a decent chance of winning?
You remembered what I said. At first, I never really thought it was possible. But now we have a bigger party and can defeat rank S monsters. There aren't many who could best us in combat. The wish I once thought was hopeless now feels like it's within reach. My king, you have my gratitude.
Don't worry. Until then, let's see what foes this continent still has to offer us.
Yes, sounds like a plan. You know, my king, there aren't many of your caliber.
Kelvin really has such a generous and kind spirit. You didn't have to give those pendants to the heroes.
They carry a very mild stat boost for the user, as well as an additional secret function. Here's hoping they never have to use them.
Huh? Slam! What'd you overhear gabbing about?
Gee, Sarah! What's the big deal, huh?
There's a messenger from that guildmaster what's-her-name here to deliver some news. She says somebody wants to meet with you.
Finally, they requested us.
Who were you waiting for?
We came to Taraj for a reason. Surely you remember.
For the beach!
No!
Fishing!
Wrong again! Precious rice! Sweet grains! I must have them now! We pummeled the Black Wind. We defeated a rank S boss. It was only a matter of time before they reached out. Taraj's king wants to see us! The architecture. It almost looks Japanese.
I'm told the first ruler of Taraj came from another world, same as the heroes. Which probably explains the castle's shape and why the exterior is so unique.
I wonder if he was also summoned by a priestess or if he came here some other way.
Apparently there's more than one way. I don't know the details, but I've heard of rare occasions where it happens.
Wait, is this tatami?
Rank A adventurer, I bid you welcome. A learned man, I see you know about Tatami. I am the current ruler of the Toraj Nation. I'm Fujiwara Tsubaki.
It's an honor. I'm the leader of this adventurer party. Call me Kelvin. Fujiwara? She's definitely Japanese. And the first person I've met with a family name.
Look at her. She's so dignified. Surely she's not some common adventurer. Perhaps a daughter of a nobleman?
Noble? I'm a former demon princess, you know. Of course I know how to act like one.
If you played your role more, people wouldn't be so shocked.
No way. It's tiring.
You have my thanks, both for destroying the Black Wind Bandits as well as defeating the boss residing in the Dragon Marine Caves. Please, raise your heads. I've never been that keen on formalities. Under normal circumstances, the entire country would hold a celebration in honor of your recent activities. Unfortunately, this involves Tryson. We can't tell the people what happened just yet. But still, for your deeds, I would very much like to repay you. If there's something your heart desires, simply name it.
If that's the case, I have been told that a crop grows here and never leaves the border. If your highness would allow me the rights to purchase it.
Is that all you want? Status, honor, money, they could all be yours. I'm offering you anything within my grasp, but above all else, what you desire is to taste a regional crop?
If I may, we are simple adventurers. We merely desire to remain free and hold no debts. That being said, we'd never turn down the opportunity for a delicious meal.
Aren't you a fascinating man? And here I was assuming that you would be as greedy as Tryson's hero. What hilarity! You're free to have as much as you'd like, no payment necessary. And if you ever run out, just send me a letter. Your stores will never be empty.
How very cruel of you, your majesty. You were testing me.
Never! I didn't mean anything by it. Forgive me. Now then, I hope you don't mind, but I've had a small banquet prepared for all of us. Eat and drink to your heart's content.
Could this be? There it is!
Please, don't wait. Eat as much as you'd like.
After finally getting my rice, I had my fill of those gleaming white grains. Tsubaki, the ruler over this nation, even promised to send me more. How lucky. As for Ethel and the others, they were amazed by the strange Japanese dishes. And Gerard seemed to enjoy his sake, but not nearly as much as Sarah. Ethel was consumed with learning new and different recipes. Soon she should be adding Japanese cuisine to her repertoire. Hopefully she picks up some dishes that use a healthy amount of rice. I was pleasantly surprised when Queen Tsubaki invited us to stay in Taraj longer.
Excuse me, Kelvin. I have your lunch prepared. Shall I bring it in here for you?
That'd be great. Where are the others?
Sarah took Clotho to the beach to show it how to fish, and Gerard said he was going outside to train.
I see. You've mastered the art of Japanese cuisine, Ethel. No question.
Thank you, but I had a lot of help along the way. Queen Tsubaki gave me everything I needed to understand the dishes with books on rice and different recipes.
You're cooking so good, Ethel.
Queen Tsubaki, it's a pleasant surprise to have you back for lunch again.
Did you think I wasn't serious when I said her meals were divine? Of course I'm joining you for lunch. Even my personal chefs were impressed. And they're the ones who were providing her instruction.
You flatter me, Your Majesty.
Ethel's got cooking rank S after all. As for Queen Tsubaki, isn't she supposed to be a ruler?
So how about it, Kelvin? Are you sure you won't change your mind about leaving her here with me? Actually, a better idea would be if all of you just come work for Toraj.
First off, Ethel's already mentioned that she doesn't want to stay. And second, my party and I really should be heading back to Parth. I'm hearing there are dangerous monsters appearing around the city and need to be taken care of.
I'll just have to make another proposal then. Why don't you stay here and become my personal caretaker? I won't lie, it can be pretty demanding, but you'll be taking care of me from morning to night in all kinds of ways. I know it's not exactly humble, but I am pretty, don't you think?
I never gave it much thought. I'm sorry, Queen Tsubaki, but our quest isn't finished yet, and I must regrettably decline.
Really? You're rejecting me? Parth is known as the Calm City, and is a symbol of peace on the Eastern continent. It's good knowing they have someone like you guarding it. If you change your mind, you're always welcome to come back and work for us. You know that, right, Ethel? Oh yes, I'll provide you a special way to get home.
Special?
A teleport gate.
Been a while since I've seen one of these. I remember our old house had one inside of it.
Whoa. Straight out of a fantasy.
Wouldn't the heroes have liked to use the gate to get to the Western continent?
If only teleportation were that simple. It requires a massive amount of magic, as well as permission from both gate's administrators.
Then we've got a problem, because we never received the go-ahead from Parth.
Don't be so ridiculous. If you looked more closely at your guild IDs, you'd notice you already have. The gate's administrator, Guildmaster Leo, has given you approval.
I recognize this wing mark.
That old bastard just didn't tell us. Yeah, sounds about right.
The gate is opening up. Get ready to enter.
Come on, you guys. Let's hurry on through and head back home to Parth.
Welcome back, Kel. I heard the ruler of Toraj took quite a liking to you.
Out of curiosity, who told you that?
Ange was mentioning it to everyone she crossed paths with.
I'm not going to work for their nation. I'm much happier with the way things are now, as an adventurer.
Is that right? Well, you'll probably thrive wherever you decide to go.
You think too highly of me.
Have some tea. You'll feel much better.
Thank you.
Since we're home again, what are your plans?
We just got back from Toraj earlier. Let's take the day off. I'm going out for a while later.
Oh, yeah? Doing some shopping, Kel? Weapons, items, or maybe something else? Another pretty servant girl?
That's ridiculous. This is a real estate deal. A house! Well, here we are. Go on. What do you think?
Oh, pick the biggest one, huh?
So this is our castle.
Imagine all the fun we can have cleaning.
Bedrooms are first come, first served!
Sarah, there are plenty. Trust me on that.
You got it, dude!
Choose whichever one you want to, Ethel.
Well, I, kind of would like my room to be next to yours, actually.
Sure thing.
Oh, right, the kitchen! I want to go look!
My king, I'd like to examine that basement you mentioned.
Yeah, that's right. The one that would make a decent training room. Just down the stairs.
All right, let's go see how spacious it is.
Everyone's so excited. Your bedroom? Do you have any preferences?
Yeah!
Outside, are you sure? Okay then, partner. Go on. The yard's all yours. Now then, here it is in all its glory. The reason I picked this house. I can finally take a bath. They're here.
How funny running into you.
Luca, would you please mind your manners? We didn't travel here to play. You will have to forgive my daughter.
There's no need. We're hiring them to help us around the property.
Didn't we meet both of them back in Toraj?
I placed an ad. They decided to apply.
Starting today, we'll be working here as your maids. My name is Ellie. This is my daughter, Luca.
Hi again.
Oh Oh man, do I love taking hot baths. I'll be in the tub every single day. I have a home. Who would have thought? Feels like I've come a long way. New bed. Feels kind of strange sleeping in it. Never in a million years did I imagine I'd miss the old worn-out cots back at the Spirit Song Inn. I should pay them a visit, at least for some of Claire's cooking. You sure took your time coming back from your trip.
I didn't even have to bother saying anything.
Don't ask me to explain, but somehow I just knew you'd be returning today.
My apologies, love. It took longer than I thought to adjust this body to my needs.
No worries. I can summon you now, right?
Yes! And I'm ready to catch your heart when it jumps out of your chest!
Feels like a long time since I've had a conversation like this. Melfina.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what? You seem like my type.
Told you I was, didn't I? Oh, I've waited so long to try it for myself.
Your cooking really is as wonderful as everyone says, Ethel.
I have to admit, I didn't think you'd buy a house, no less a mansion like this.
You weren't at Spirit Song Inn, so I had to do some looking around.
You realize you could have just used the servant network?
I wanted our meeting to be a heartwarming reunion! And more specifically, a surprise!
Nailed that part of it.
My king, don't you think it's time you let us know who this beautiful young woman is?
Now that you mention it, I don't recall seeing her. Who is she?
Oh, well, she's,
Goodness! I guess I haven't introduced myself. But then again, I'm not sure if we're truly meeting for the first time. You may recognize me as Melfina. I was summoned here last night.
Is that you, princess?
Nice to meet you in person, Gerard.
I do know that voice.
Oh, so you're the Melfina, huh?
Yes, I am. I'm sure you have complex feelings about me. Your Demon King Gustav was...
It's fine. I know it was my father's fault for going too far. And the fact is, you weren't the one responsible for summoning the hero that ended up defeating him. So I don't see any kind of problem.
That means a lot to me.
This is a surprise. At first, I thought my king had brought another mistress home.
Another? I don't have one!
You have me! I'm his wife and not some random flame!
Hey, mind your manners down there!
I'll wipe your mouth. Hold still.
Thank you.
So, my king, tell me.
No, I'm not! I swear! Her and me, we're not! So, we probably shouldn't be using your real name, at least out in public. You are a goddess, and pretty famous around Daramis, aren't you?
You have a point. From now on, how about we shorten it to Mel? I think it suits you. I'll go and inform Ellie and Luca. You're far too kind. Now then, considering how you successfully managed to summon me, I'd say a reward's in order.
A reward?
Naturally, since you've done a great job. Here's a lovely flower for you. Now receive the grace of Melfina, goddess of reincarnation.
One question. Is this like Ethel's Fire Dragon King's grace, or the fairy one the heroes used?
What you received was the goddess of reincarnation's grace, which has two effects.
What are they?
The first is, once a month, it will completely prevent damage from a single wound inflicted on you, one that otherwise would prove to be fatal.
That's insanely super powerful!
Not bad, huh? It'll be perfect for unfortunate accidents and unexpected attacks.
You know what that means, dude. I don't have to hold back even the tiniest little bit during our next training session!
Nice, I can hardly wait.
Now as for the second, turns out its effect is actually the more important of the two.
うん。
The power to summon heroes.
何?
Now receive the grace of Melfina, goddess of reincarnation.
1 question. Is this like Ethel's Fire Dragon King's grace, or the fairy one the heroes used? What are they?
The first is, once a month, it will completely prevent damage from a single wound inflicted on you, one that otherwise would prove to be fatal.
Hmm?
I wouldn't suggest moving around too much. Wow! Pretty, but kinda cold.
Careful, Luca. We don't want you getting sick.
It's been a while. I wonder if they made it back to the Western continent. Bunch of heroes, huh?
Jin scrimmage! Right arm open!
Huh? That's Victor's claw.
Divine Dress go! Looks like I win.
What makes a hero, anyway? Apparently it's someone who can defeat the Demon King, but the title seems kinda arbitrary. It could be a rank S adventurer, or maybe the Beast King of Gone, who's the strongest on the Eastern continent.
You've grown since we last spoke. Well done.
Not so bad yourself.
An impressive fight. Actually, you both seemed more into it than usual. Did something happen?
Oh yeah, we were fighting for the right to sleep next to Kelvin.
Next to him?
That's not fair. How come I don't get the chance to sleep beside him?
No, Luca. You're still far too young.
Baths are the best. This is just what I needed.
It feels like all of my stress is just washing off of me. Excuse me, but are either of you still hurting from your sparring session earlier?
Kelvin patched me up, so I'm doing just fine, thank you.
I'm surprised he could with how distracted he seemed to be.
You think?
He's in deep thought. After what Mel told him, he's wondering what exactly he should do with his new ability.
You mean summoning heroes?
Yes. Seeing how Kelvin was summoned here from another world, he probably has several thoughts and concerns we know nothing about.
Hello there, my lord!
What is that, chocolate? Don't shove things in my mouth, Melfina.
Kelvin.
No.
I know there's something on your mind you'd like to ask me.
It's that obvious, huh?
I am your wife, after all.
Let me ask, why is having heroes so important?
A good question. Before I tell you about them, it would be best if I explained some more about the Demon King.
Sarah's dad? Okay, let's hear it. What haven't you told me yet?
This applies to Gustav as well. But in this world, the appearance of a Demon King is something that occurs in regular cycles. The return can't be entirely prevented. Even I can't tell you what form the next Demon King will take. It's beyond my perception. But I do know all the Demon Kings that have and ever will appear possess a special skill called Papillas. This power has two effects. First off, it multiplies the evil within until their entire personality becomes twisted. As for the second, it's able to nullify all damage. It's what you might call a permanent god mode.
You're joking. So then, how are we supposed to defeat them?
That's where the heroes come in. They're people from another world. Their power is fundamentally different in nature from anything in this one, and can neutralize a Demon King's invincibility.
But I'm not from here, which means my attacks should work on him too. If that's the case, there's no reason to call them heroes.
I can see where you're coming from, but you do need to give things the proper appearance.
I suppose you're right. I don't have memories of my old self, and that's why I could quickly acclimate to this world. I'm not like Toya and his friends. Is it okay to just pluck a stranger from their own home? and force them to take on the role of a hero.
You know, if you're not sure about taking someone from another world, try using the reincarnation summon. That option might sit better with you.
Did you say reincarnation?
There are two ways to summon somebody from another world. Teleport them here, or bring them back from death.
How are they different?
The quickest way to explain is this. When using teleportation, you're bringing a living person to this world. Whereas reincarnation summons the soul of someone who has died and rebuilds their whole body completely from scratch.
I think I get it. The 4 heroes were teleported while I belong to the latter category.
Yes! Reincarnation takes a massive amount of MP, so it's not good when you need to summon multiple people, like the Daramus heroes. It can, however, be used to summon a single powerful person such as you. Another plus is during the reincarnation process, you can select any skills and perks you want. And since your body is rebuilt, your appearance and age can be changed too.
You're telling me I didn't always look like this?
Don't worry, darling. You made the decision not to change how you originally looked. Besides, altering it would have required you to eat up some skill points.
Oh, good point. Using skill points. Like I'd ever agree to that.
So how do you feel about the second option? I figured you would have fewer objections when it came to a reincarnation summon.
Do I select the soul that's reincarnated?
Sadly, it's totally at random. There's no need to hurry and go through with it yet. But you should know you only get one chance. Good news is there's no time limit on it, so spend as long as you need thinking it over.
She ate them all. Everyone, listen.
You seemed unsure initially, so I'm kind of surprised you reached a decision so soon after I finished explaining the process.
I can't pretend like I'm totally certain yet, but everyone seems fine with it. And I made a promise to Gerard. Plus, we can never have too many party members, right? Hey, if I can't summon a hero, I'm not going to be much use.
That's our king for you.
I'm just happy there'll be more people for me to spar with.
Ellie and Luca. I already explained to you how Kelvin is a summoner class, didn't I? Well, the spell he's about to cast is extremely special. If you'd please be on your best behavior.
Of course, Headmaid. Not a peep.
Okay!
So this person I'm going to be reincarnating, they can choose how they want to appear, right?
Yes, it's up to them. Now then, I think we should commence the ritual.
All right. First up, cancel summoning.
Here you go. I brought a recovery potion.
Thanks. That should have completely restored my MP. Mel, let's do this.
Understood. We will now begin the summoning in accordance with the rite given by my grace. Decide the number of people you'll bring forth as well as the amount of magic you'll use.
I'll save 1 MP just to be safe, and use the rest to summon a single person. If I do this, I'm doing it right.
Preparations are now complete. Beginning the reincarnation!
Sure is taking a while.
They seem uncertain of what skills to pick.
I guess that would be a factor. There's no telling how long this will take. I could spend at least a full day deciding.
Fortunately, time flows differently between here and there, so it won't...
What's wrong?
They've made their choice! It seems they decided not to make any changes to their age or appearance. One more thing.
Yes, go on.
Never mind. It'll be faster if you met them yourself.
did I get here?
I suppose I should start by saying hello. You can call me Kelvin. I'm an adventurer in this world.
Like a real adventurer? Right, so hello back. I didn't mean to be rude. My name's Rio Psyche.
Rio?
The angel told me I'd be coming here. But wow, am I seriously living in a different world right now?
An angel?
A servant of mine I left in charge of the transition.
You should know, I made the decision to have you reincarnated. First, I need to apologize for bringing you here without consulting you. I'm sorry.
You're the one responsible for reincarnating me?
Yeah, that's right. Aren't you mad?
I wanted to say thank you. You have no idea how grateful I am!
Don't cry! Anything but that! What the heck is going on here?
My king, do you have some kind of skill that makes girls weep whenever you meet them?
At this point, I'm not entirely sure. Huh? Rio.
The reincarnation appears to have exhausted her.
I can't even guess how young she is. And you're positive that she's the hero?
Don't you worry. She's the best summon possible, considering how much MP you used.
I see. What the?
Kelvin passed out! He must be completely drained. Looks like the summoning made him use up all his magic. Someone do
Where am I? That's right, I was reincarnated. It's unreal! I can't believe this! I'm actually running! The grass smells so good.
Pretty, aren't they?
Kelvin!
Yeah, this world surprised me when I first arrived. What's weird, though, is I don't have any memories of my previous life.
So you were reincarnated like me?
From what I've been told, sounds crazy, but I died because a god went and made a mistake. Luckily, I wound up in this world. Turns out the old me kind of bartered away my memories to enhance my skills.
Is that true? I didn't know that was possible.
After my reincarnation, I didn't know what to do. Well, at first anyway. The thing I felt most was excitement. The only reason I made it this far is because I had help from lots of people.
Wow!
Some have become really good friends. I kept fighting and fighting, until eventually, I built up enough experience to become the top rank A adventurer in Parth.
This is really happening! I have a second chance in another world!
You can remember your past. I'm not sure about the person I was, but I brought you here mostly to satisfy my own ego. If you have any objections, I won't force you to stay.
There wasn't a time in my life when I wasn't sick. I couldn't even go outside, let alone school. The only things that brought me joy were my adventure novels. The one connection to the outside world I had was through a window pane. Besides that, I had nothing else to keep me going. So when I died, I wondered what the point of my life even was. But now, thanks to you stepping in, I've got a second chance. I've got a healthy body, and can stand up without anyone helping me. I can run and even go on adventures too. Please let me join you. I want to be the newest member of your party.
Actually, that would help a lot. But don't you need to think about it?
No way, I'm sure. I'm so grateful and I want to pay you back and see the world with you guys.
All right.
Yeah!
Here's the deal. They say that black hair is a rarity around here.
I had no idea.
It works out in our favor. We'll just tell everybody you're my half-sister. You're from some distant land and recently found me in Parth. Sound good?
You really want me to be your sister?
I did. Are you mad?
I couldn't be more okay with the idea. I was an only child and wanted a sibling. So, now we need to decide what I should call you. Brother? Big bro? Just bro? We could get crazy and go with brosive. Or elder brother.
None of those.
I know! Brother Kel. It rolls right off the tongue.
I think it's fine. Very little sistery. Oh, one more thing. I do have a small request.
Sure, okay.
Your old name, Rio, it reminds me of a man I wish I knew nothing about. I'd prefer if you would change it.
Change my name? Rion! It's good, right?
That's not very different.
So, I used to fantasize about being a character that existed in the world from my novels. The name I always used was Rion. And now, since I'm here, it just feels like I should stick with it.
I see. Welcome, Rion, to a real-life fantasy world of clashing swords and powerful sorcery. You and I are gonna be busy.
Yeah!
Yukiba no